Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Happy Thursday tea party.
Yes.
Happy rainy, gloomy Thursday tea party.
It is a rainy, gloomy day.
But make your own sunshine.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Mm-hmm. It is what we do here.
It
We were
is.
told that yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, that we're always laughing and giggling, and which is mostly true.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So
Sometimes
we try to be the
inappropriate things. It's all right.
It's okay. It's all part of it.
I know.
All part of life.
People tell us funny jokes.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Even when it's not trick or treat season.
So we decided, we always kind of pick up on what we want to talk about on Thursdays of stuff that happens throughout the week in the office, or maybe comments that people make, or what we hear in general. So this week, something that kind of struck a chord with us is someone saying not really wanting to invest in their own health. I guess would be a nice way to say it. No, it's not exactly what they said verbatim, but it's kind of what it boiled down to, not wanting to spend the money to take care of themselves. And that should be an issue.
Especially after they have already been getting amazing results and relief from what they were seeking and or why they sought care in the first place.
Yeah.
And
or also saying, well, I don't even know if I want to try that because I don't want to spend money. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why?
And how much do we try not even thinking about the money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or how much value do we put on things that are disposable?
Mm-hmm.
Our bodies are not.
Right. And I mean, there's always sacrifices you can make. You can make sacrifices for your health. You can make sacrifices for your body image. You can make sacrifices for, really anything if you look into it more. But, because we have seen people who, scrape up everything
every penny
to get here because it helps them have a better quality of life.
Or come from 4 hours away.
Yes.
If not more.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the place where they have achieved the goal that they wanted for themselves.
Well, and people sometimes, another big excuse is, well, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to do this. And, I'm sure majority of you have heard the phrase, like, not making time. If you don't make time for wellness, you'll make time for illness.
Mm-hmm. You'll be forced to make time for illness.
And how true is that, where you hear about someone say they work and work and work and work until they're 65, 67, whatever age, and never did anything to take care of themselves or enjoy life in general, and then they stop working, and within a very short amount of time, either they get very sick and are unable to do anything, or unfortunately pass away.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was another thing that kind of just struck a chord with us. And
well, I loved the expression that you had after when we started talking about this, and I don't know what the conversation was, but you said after that you said, well, what is the price bracket for your health?
Yeah.
And that's a very fair question. Because I have no clue what cigarettes cost. They can't be cheap.
No, we were leaving the lake one time. We stopped at a gas station, and they had a sign out front that said, like $5 or something like that. So the kids and I were standing outside waiting, and I said, "That's $5.
Right.
$5 for a pack of cigarettes." And depending on, I guess, how much people smoke, I don't, some people can smoke a pack to, I guess a pack and a half a day. Like, I don't know, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's $35 a week
Yeah.
if you smoke a pack a day. Most grande Starbucks drinks are $5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you eat crap food off of whatever value menu is out there,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't think anything of it,
Yeah.
of getting, you know, whatever it is for $1 or $2. But when it comes to really putting together the priority of that investment into yourself, you go, oh, I don't know if I can handle that.
Right. Well, and also,
And you cheapen your worth by that. You
Yeah.
cheapen the worth of yourself by not
Mhm.
choosing that first.
Right. Well, and also, how often as a parent are you willing to spend X amount of dollars on your kids, but to spend that amount of money on yourself, you're like, oh, I can't do it. And I mean, I'm preaching to myself right there, because I am a huge victim or whatever of that I will spend a good amount of money on my kids and their clothes and their shoes and, you know, whatever the case for them. But when it comes down to me, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should get those leggings. They're a little too expensive for me.
Yeah.
But I'll buy them for my daughter, but not for myself.
Parents often fall into that trap.
Instead, I just steal them from my daughter after she buys stuff.
That's helpful too. No, I miss my daughter being in town for that reason. And it goes for the time investment.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of back to what you were
Yeah.
saying before, and we hear that where I'm busy taking care of everybody else, so I don't have time for my own self-care.
Right.
That's bull, people. I mean, it is when you really, really get down into that, whatever that is, that you are distracting yourself in the busyness of taking care of everybody else. There's really something deep in there about why you are failing to put yourself first. And there's so many adages about that. You know, you can't pour from an empty cup. You know, you got to put your own oxygen mask on first. But it is true.
Mm-hmm.
It is true. You can't be a good mother and provide all those good things for your children if you're not giving yourself the time and taking care of your own body, mind, and soul.
Right.
You can't be a good father. You can't be a good teacher. You can't be a good preacher. You can't be a good, kind, truly authentic soul in this world
Mm-hmm.
if you're not learning how to take care of yourself first.
Right.
And that's not a fully selfish thing.
Right. Exactly.
That's just the hierarchy of the priority.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, and that's not just related to coming in here. Yes, we want to see people come in here and get the benefit from being under care, but that's just taking care of yourself in general. You know, that's getting exercise, fueling your body with the right food. You know, sometimes some people have issue with the whole phrase like self-care. Well, self-care to someone else might be just taking 2 hours out of their day or out of their week or whatever to just watch a movie and just chill out.
Just chill. Do nothing.
Yeah, you know, for those people that go, self-care for them might be just taking time for themselves to sit down and relax. You know, I mean, it doesn't always have to be get a massage or what, you know, go to the chiropractor, go to the gym. It doesn't always have to be that, but just acknowledging the fact of slowing down and taking care of yourself before you burn out, because especially as a parent, you know, you end up burning out, and then who is there to take care of everyone else? That's why it's so important to take care of yourself first, so you're able to be there and help out the people that you do want to help out.
Yeah. And the opposite end of that is true too. Like, how many caregivers do we have that come in here and that are taking care of their parents, or taking care of somebody else in their family that's ailing, and maybe it's not their child, but they come in here and this is a relief for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they get a little bit of socialization and connection, and they know that they're being cared for, and they have to put into themselves first
Mm-hmm.
and refuel so that they have the energy to go out there and do all the things that they do in kindness and love and service for other people.
Yeah.
We were even talking about that the other day, where somebody said something, and I was like, well, I have her to tell all my stuff to, you know, that friendship, you know, that is a form of self-care. Having a good, true confidant that you do not have to be veiled with, and you can just come apart at the seams with, you can laugh with, you know, you can cry into tears, and you can laugh
into tears.
into tears. I mean, you can cry into laughter.
Right.
And laugh into tears with, and to just be real with.
Mm-hmm.
And being real is the most authentic form of self-care.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always pleasant. It's not always cool to be called out on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it is true. You know what?
Yeah.
What are you willing to invest in your health and your wellness, and all of the things that come into that? Years ago, we used to give out this sheet as part of like our welcome packet and everything, and it talked not just about how much certain surgeries and hospitalizations cost, but just how much an average family vacation costs, how much an average family of four going out to dinner one time a week costs.
Yeah.
And that is great, because that is living in life. But you can't enjoy that if you're not well.
Right.
You cannot be present and fully there with that if you have all these other concerns and worries and fears on your mind. Or if you have things that have to be taken care of, you know, if you have to then figure out how to go in a wheelchair. You have to figure out how to, you know, have access to things. Puts a damper on things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's not to say that doesn't exist, because that does exist, and many people live joyfully in that way.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen many people who live
Yes.
joyfully in that way. They still are taking the time to give to themselves first, and to figure out the best way that they can invest in their own health and wellness and well-being, and that take priority.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think, I mean, the main thing we just wanted to kind of put out there is, if you're not willing to invest in your own health, maybe take a look at why you're thinking that. Because there's a deeper issue down below that's making you decide, well, I am not worthy of that care.
And you are.
You are. Absolutely.
We all are.
Mm-hmm.
We're all worth it. You don't have to do for it. You just are in your being here. So, yeah.
I think that's it. Right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean,
That's
it's a deep thing.
It is.
And it's something that we should all think about.
Yeah. Well, and it's sometimes scary to dive a little deeper and find out what
It's always scary to dive
underlying.
deeper.
You know, we had someone yesterday who was like, "Oh gosh, I feel like you guys are like, I'm on display. I'm kind of scared."
Tag team therapy.
You know, just asking the question, like, what does that mean to you? I mean, it's what sounds like a simple question, but it's not always a simple answer.
Oh no, it's multi-layered, and you know, it's dynamic, and it's not always because of your own inherent belief. It's oftentimes things that were piled upon you, and it just became your pattern of thinking and coping and probably surviving at some point. And those that help us do that whenever we're young and we have to find a way to survive often get in our way whenever we're older. and we are wanting to be limitless. So, anyway.
Good talk.
I know, good talk.
It was a good talk. I like it.
Okay.
So that's our talk for this week. And then
So that's it for this week.
Next-
Dive into yourself, people.
yeah. Next Thursday. I don't know. Yeah.
Next Thursday,
We're gonna be on a flight to
Yeah.
Dallas. So we might have
stay
some
tuned.
Yeah, we might have some special stuff in store.
We might have some shenanigans.
It's like a girls' weekend.
Gosh, I know. So
We
I
love
was
our,
like
we love our work trips.
sleepover for 2 nights. Poor Dr. G
I
has to
know.
put up with so much. With
It's
us.
3 nights because we fly in Thursday night. Even better. I know, we're excited. Can you tell?
Do 3 bottles of wine clink that badly in your luggage?
Oh.
Kidding. I don't.
No, we'll just buy it at the
I know.
store.
Just
We won't take it through the airport.
anyway. So
So stay tuned for
stay
next
tuned.
week with our craziness that we may just bring upon.
If we even get to fly.
I know.
That's the other craziness.
Fingers
The world is on standby.
Yeah. So hopefully our flight goes out when it's supposed to go out, and we make it back home
Well,
when we're supposed to.
one
make
way,
it back
one
home.
way or another, we're getting to Dallas
Yep.
for a weekend. So.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there. So we'll call it on that.
Yep.
So we will see you all in some form next week.
week.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Have a great week.
All right.
Thanks, y'all. Be well. Be
Bye.
kind. Bye-bye.